Hi everyone! Today we're going to talk about a visual analysis, and in this video I'm going to illustrate how one practices a visual analysis using a work of art that we are going to study this semester. And as you can see there, I'm going to be using Critias Boy, a Greek work created in Athens in the 5th century BCE. I will go over the two parts of doing a visual analysis using this example. I will then model a visual analysis of a photograph of myself, which will be a discussion assignment that you will have to practice. Okay, so as we can see here, a visual analysis is a means of looking at the form of a work of art. And this is something that we're going to be practicing throughout the semester. Visual analysis and formal analysis are the same things, and these terms can be used interchangeably. A visual analysis is the analysis of a work of art based on the formal features of that work. So sometimes it's helpful to start with describing what a visual analysis does not do. A visual analysis does not talk about the iconography of a work of art. Of course, iconography means the symbolism or subject matter of a work of art. A visual analysis does not talk about the political meaning of a work of art. It does not talk about who commissioned the work of art or why it was commissioned. It doesn't talk about what else was being produced at the time it was created. It doesn't talk about when it was created or who created it. We don't need to know the artist. And that is a lot of information that we do not have to worry about. So that is the good thing about a visual analysis. Now, a visual analysis is a two-part practice, and we begin with describing the details that we see. Okay, and I've gone ahead and done this exercise. What details did I see? I saw a male nude youth. I saw that there was a clear midline that ran through the center of the body. I saw that the head turned to the left, and I noticed that there was no pupils in the eyes. I also noticed this diamond shape in the torso, lines around the abdomen. And I also noticed this subtle curve of the hips that creates this S curve through the body. And you might find other things that you notice as well. I just had to limit it due to time constraints, but you could go on and on and on with various details. Now, the next aspect of doing a visual analysis is to, let me scooch this up, is to consider what the effects these details have. And I have done this here. Let me remove this. I have done this here. What effect do these details have? We see a naturalistic body that looks supple, symmetrical, and relaxed. We have a diaphragm that appears to expand as if the figure is breathing. We have a head that is turned, so the figure looks beyond us, conveying an interest or lifelike quality. And then we have a delicate organic quality to the broken marble. Now, it is helpful when writing a visual analysis to begin with the main claim, usually one that reflects on the overall organization of the work. And in this case, I have decided that this Critias Boy conveys a lifelike quality through various naturalistic formal qualities. So this is basically my thesis statement. And then in a written formal analysis, I would then list my observations that we can see below. Naturalistic body that looks supple, symmetrical, and relaxed, a diaphragm that appears to expand as if the figure is breathing, a head that is turned as if he is looking beyond us, conveying interest or lifelike quality, and a delicate organic quality to the broken material that conveys a sense of lifelikeness. Now, you are going to be engaged in a discussion session in which you are going to have to do a visual analysis of a photograph of yourself, all alone or with other people, it doesn't matter. I have chosen this one, and I have given it the title, Taking a Break, Anna Lee and Her Dad at the Rijksmuseum Cafe in Amsterdam, which was taken in 2015. And there I am with my dad, relaxing in the cafe. Now, when we undergo a visual analysis, we'll consider the same things that we considered in the Critias Boy. We're going to be looking at the formal features of the work of art. We are going to consider composition, the arrangements of forms, line, color, texture. And we're going to start with the same process. We're going to determine the details that you see. And here you'll see a female and a male. These are my observed details. One person is younger, one person is older. I notice the patterned brick wall behind the figures. I notice that thick white pole between the figures. I notice these arches on either side of the figures. I notice that both of us have our arms crossed, both smile and look outward. Both figures are wearing tones of blue. Both figures have something at the neckline, and the densely textured aspect of the middle of the work is contrast to the kind of opening up of the edges on either side. Now, part 2 of the visual analysis, of course, asks us to determine what the effects are of these details, or what effects do these details have. Now, the center of the composition is very busy and textural. The brick wall behind connects the two figures, although it is divided by the white pole. The whiteness of the pole works to divide them further. Both figures are nearly framed by the rounded arches behind them that echo the roundness of their heads. There's a sense of connection between the figures, which is furthered by the shades of blue that they both wear, by the crossed arm gesture, and by the similar facial features. So when I go to write my visual analysis, I need to start with my main claim. And for this one, I've kept it simple. And I've said 2 individuals, while separated, are relaxed, happy, and clearly connected. So I hope this exercise will help you in getting going for your discussions, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with.